Good afternoon to you, Barry.
Good afternoon, Julia.
Thanks for calling. What do you want to say?
Yeah, as being a big watcher of Al Jazeera, this has been going on for years. And if you work out how many people are dying, there's more Palestinians than dying Israelis.
Can I just say that I often see this. People put these stats on Twitter all the time, say, oh, more die. That's because the Israelis have got really good defences, not because they're not having missiles fired at them constantly. So the Israelis should be penalised for having good defences protecting their people.
Yeah, but also you've got to look at it. The Palestinians have not got an air force, they haven't got a navy, they haven't got an army, so they're going to have to fight the best way they can.
Which is to fire missiles at civilians and send terrorists in to massacre people at a music festival and babies.
Yeah, but
is that the best way they have to fight?
Well, as I just said, they haven't got an air force. So
you're saying that's justified then?
It goes on both sides, yes.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't go on both sides. No, it doesn't. Israel doesn't go in to Gaza and massacre babies. It doesn't. And
no,
airstrikes. Hamas deliberately put their military, organisation and their weaponry in civilian buildings.
They get pilots 30,000 foot in the air, drop bombs and missiles, and don't see what happens at the end of it. Is that the same thing? Even the American pilots in Vietnam said the same thing. We don't see the killing because we're 30,000 foot in the air.
And I completely accept that. And at the end of the day, if it was my child that's died, then it wouldn't make any difference to me. Just finally, just want to ask you, Barry, what would be an appropriate response by Israel to what Hamas did on October the 7th? What would you think was a reasonable response from them?
I think it's wrong because they've been doing it for years.
No, I didn't ask you that. What would be a reasonable response?
Well, you're only giving the one side again.
No, I'm not giving the one side. I'm asking you a question.
You are, because they've been doing it to the Palestinians for years, even murdering.
Okay, so they've been doing it, so they brought it on themselves. Hamas have attacked on October the 7th. So what do you think, given your views and given the history, what do you think would be a reasonable response by the Israelis?
What else would the Palestinians do against a country that's being backed by the Yanks? It's got all the equipment.
Oh, well, God forbid. But you're not going to answer my question, are you?
I've just answered it, Julia. I have. What would you expect Palestinians to do?
That wasn't what I asked you.
The Israelis?
What do you think the Israelis should do?
Well, there's no other way out of it. Palestinians had to do what they did.
That wasn't what Barry, I'm going to give up. I've asked you. I'm treating you the same way I treat a politician. If you're not going to answer the question, Barry, I appreciate you calling in.